Hi there YouTube, Sad Womble here. Today I wanted to talk about this myth that basically women are victims. As we know, basically in modern societies, men are the ultimate bastards and women are absolutely blameless for everything, which means that they can basically remain children and have absolutely no responsibility for absolutely anything because it's all men's fault. I would like to challenge this notion. I've been watching a very interesting podcast, or a couple of podcasts actually, by on the philosophy channel by a guy called Stefan Molyneux. He says some good stuff and some interesting stuff and some stuff that I don't necessarily agree with. He's a channel worth considering, having a little look at. And he made a very interesting point about basically women's place in human society. And it's basically his notion, and when you think about it, I actually completely agree, is women get the men that they not only deserve, but that they actually want. In society that we find ourselves, men compete for women. So basically you get all, that's the situation. So women are constantly bombarded with men saying, go out with me, go out with me, go out with me. And they compete with financial, looks, etc. Women want an alpha male. We know that. They've always wanted the alpha male. That's how evolution works. Women look for a healthy man in order to breed with. That's fine. The definition of an alpha man has changed. It used to just be someone who would protect you from wildebeest and woolly mammals and dinosaurs and things, and it's gradually moved up to someone who will basically keep you warm and provide you for your kids. But the thing is, the women get to choose. So, I mean, we as men have always been saying, why are women always going for the bad boy when they should be going for the nice guy? Now that's an interesting point in its own right, but basically you have to realise that the women are doing the choosing. The women are choosing to go with the bad boys, and evolution being what it is, if you breed with a bad boy, I'm a believer in behaviour is genetic to a level. There's a lot of nature versus nurture conversation in the world, but there's a lot to go for. If you are a bastard, chances are your children will be bastards. Maybe that's because that's how you are as a person, so that's how you follow on. But there's a lot going on there. But the thing to remember is it's the women who choose the man. Men are what men are, just as women are what women are. And over generations, you breed in or breed out problems. Over generations, we've bred out certain diseases. Because you've bred everyone in the olden days. If you were susceptible to glandular fever or tuberculosis, etc., you would catch it and you would either survive or you would die when medicine wasn't as good as it is now. So if you died from glandular fever at age 15, that was you were taken out of the gene pool. And so you never got to maturity. So all the people who got to the age of, being able to be sexually active could actually breed. And so you gradually bred in an element of safety from those diseases. And it's evolution. Now, in many ways, we've slowed evolution down with medicine, but that's not what this event is. That's not what this conversation is about. But women choose the bastards. So then when a woman says, oh, he's really nasty to me, he beats me up, I'm not disagreeing. Maybe he does. You chose him, love. So you've only got yourself to blame. You are the one that said yes to this man. The man doesn't get to say yes to going out with the woman. The man gets to go to the woman and say, please go out with me. And she makes that decision. That is a decision that a woman has made, and she has to be made responsible for that decision. And this single fact seems to have missed feminists completely. Women get the men that they chose. Some women choose nice guys, some women choose bastards. And the ones that choose the bastards get bastard behaviour. If you're a bastard and you go out with a girl and the girl wants you, you're going to continue to be a bastard. Now, I do not agree with violence against women. I do not agree with violence against men either, obviously. Or I wouldn't be where I am today, aka man going his own way. I'm proud of it. But these women have to recognise you can't change someone's nature. And if you try to change someone's nature, if you try to change a nice guy, for example, if you know, oh, I really don't like the type of sweaters you wear, so I'm going to make you wear these, you'll breed resentment. But if he's a nice guy, he'll probably swallow it, and that's fine. If you date a bastard and you think, I'm going to change this guy, I'm going to make him lovely and fluffy and wonderful, trust me, love, you're not going to manage it. The guy is a bastard. He came to you as a bastard. He's going to be a bastard. And as I say, this is not me defending bastards or nasty men in any way. It's just, you know, we all know that's, you know, that kind of guy is out there. You know, he has learned through his life that being a bastard works for him. Be it because, you know, he's bigger so he can beat people up, he can bully people, whatever. But he has learned through his life that being a bastard works. And, you know, c'est la vie. Okay, works for him. Doesn't work for me, doesn't work for a lot of people, but it works for him. So he's found a girl, and this girl says, oh, you're a bastard, I like you. So what's he going to do? Is he going to change? No, he's got all this evidence in his life that says being a bastard works. So he's going to continue to be a bastard. And he's going to beat these women up, and he's going to be generally nasty. And then that's going to continue, because all these other blokes, you know, they say, oh, being a nice guy gets you absolutely nowhere. What the way to get a hot babe is to be a bastard. So, you know, what's a guy to do? He looks and he sees, you know, I can't be an alpha male through money. I can't be an alpha male through being 7'6". I can't be an alpha male because of a hot car. What I can be is a tough guy. Oh, yes, I can be a tough guy because the girls love a tough guy. And then you know what? The girls fall for it. They go for the tough guy, and then the tough guys beat them up, because that's what they've been taught works. Who teaches them that works? Society as a whole does not teach it. By society, I mean men and women, because, you know, there are two halves to society. But the thing that teaches them is that the women say, I'll have you, Mr. Bastard, because that's what I want. And then you see these women on blogs and on TV shows going, he beats me up every week, I can't stand it, but I love him, I can't get away from him. You've answered your own question there. You just have. Clearly, you wanted a bastard, and you know what? You've got a bastard, so shut up complaining. You want a guy who's going to be nice and kind and nurturing. Find yourself a nice, kind, nurturing guy. Don't find yourself a bastard and then wonder why you're beaten up. You know, if I got and got a job as a steeplejack or someone who cleaned windows on the, you know, the 98th floor of a building, and then on my first day I went, oh dear, Mr. Employer or Mrs. Employer, you know, equal opportunities and all that, you know, I'm afraid of heights. What am I going to do? You know, it's society's fault. Here I am, I've got a job as a window cleaner on the 98th floor, and you know what? I'm afraid of heights, and it's all society's fault. No, it's not. I didn't have to get a job cleaning the windows on the 98th floor. That was my decision. And if it's a bad decision, well, I either have to suck it up and carry on and close my eyes and just look upwards while I'm cleaning the windows, or I have to go, that was a mistake, and leave, recognising that it's my fault. You don't blame your employer for it. It's not your employer's fault. It's not society's fault. You chose it. So for God's sake, women, grow up. Do I think women will grow up? No. But I think it's time that they actually recognised that they have an element of responsibility in this thing. Sad Womble, out.